The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Okay, so Morris Media Live.
Okay. Morris Media Live.
Okay.
Morris Media Live.
Hey, guys.
Hello. Welcome to You Got 15 Minutes.
Welcome.
I'm Jay Green.
I'm G.
It's your boy JP.
And today we have a special treat. Like, I've been so excited to meet her, and we finally got her in the studio because she's in town. All the way from the Shy. We got Sundance in the studio.
Yay. Round of applause.
Thank you for being here with
Welcome.
us. Thank you. Yay.
Is this your first time in Los Angeles?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No.
Well, of course
I know some facts. I think.
Go ahead.
You
Let's
went
go.
to Morningside for a hot second.
You did.
I did.
You lived in Inglewood for a hot second.
I did.
Then she went to Chi-Town.
I graduated from Maria Regina
Uh-huh.
in Gardenia,
Mhm.
and then I went to Morningside where I met your dad when I was 12 or 13.
Shout out to
Pop.
Pop.
Woo!
You've been in our old episodes.
So
Yeah.
she's Inglewood native.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
That part.
And then in '89, I got sent back to Chicago. My mother couldn't stay clean, so they sent me back to Chicago to stay with my grandparents.
Mhm.
So I've been there since '89.
Wow.
Okay. Definitely,
Yeah.
And when did you start DJing?
Maybe 23 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
23,
So what was
yeah.
that like? Like, how did you first get your start? Like, did you do people's parties or like?
Well, it kind of started before that, but it was hard to kind of get in the
into
ring.
it.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a hit record in house music. I know you
Uh-huh.
guys are not really familiar
I've
with
done
those.
some.
I am. I
Okay.
did my
I'm a
research.
house
I used to get down to
Wait
my
a
house
minute,
music
wait
back
a
in the
minute.
day.
So I had a hit record
Mm-hmm.
very young. It really, as soon as I came back to Chicago.
That's what's up.
And it did well in numbers, billboards. I traveled the world, came back, had a baby, and got into hair.
Oh, okay.
So I've always juggled different trades. So I did hair for 23 years, DJ for, hair for 25, DJ for 22, 23, and radio for 22. But I just recently stopped doing hair. It was burning me out, closed the salon. It's just,
Yeah, it's gonna get rid of
when you
something.
get popular, people assume that they know you, and
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't a good fit no more. It wasn't fun no more.
We could tell that some hair going.
Okay.
Right.
It's
I
hard
gotta
to
look. I can't even get the words, and I'm fumbling my whole little speech right now. Look at that hairstyle. Y'all see
it's
that?
hard to
That's
stay
fire over there.
up
Hello.
Look at
because of
that.
the humidity here.
Uh-huh.
But in Chicago, it's still cold.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
So I
Yeah.
can still spike it up and play with it.
Huh.
But yeah, it's hard to stay up here.
Now, Miss Sundance, let me say this, man. I'm a Leo,
Okay.
and we the kings of the summer.
And
Queens too.
happy belated birthday.
Yes,
I was
happy
getting there.
belated birthday.
I was getting there. Happy belated birthday.
belated birthday.
Your hair gives me Leo vibes. That's
Okay.
royalty. You feel me? That's royal
Okay.
vibes right there. I like
Okay.
that.
Thank you.
Most definitely
Thank you.
welcome. Most definitely. Okay.
I feel the love here. It's,
Oh yeah,
So,
definitely.
the energy. I'm real big on energy here.
I'm
Yeah,
glad you can feel it.
I'm so excited to have because if you guys have watched our last episode before, we had shirts the last time, and this is the woman behind Pops and her are the people behind those shirts, and we got some more gear this time. This time they
There we
hooked me
go.
up with
Yeah.
That
she
came straight
from
from the t-shirt.
she from out west.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all already know. Period.
Eat, pray, hustle. And JP's got the
Yeah.
face.
What is yours says?
Mine
face, right?
says
Faith.
Faith.
Just gotta turn to the
You
side.
gotta turn to the side a little
looks
bit.
like
See,
a
look,
heart,
you can fuck up and like, but I turn, read it.
EKG.
That was actually my first shirt that went viral.
Real talk.
Really?
Yeah.
And I got it on right now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we finna
Yeah,
go
that was the first one, like maybe 6 years ago.
Okay.
The Brat wore it, stood by it. Megan Good,
Nice.
Devon, Vivica Fox, all the Chicago people. They backed it. So yeah, that shirt, it did some super numbers for me, but it got me through a trying time, a very trying time.
Yeah.
Y'all heard that, right?
Look,
Did what now?
pumped his dang
Come
on
on,
head
man.
up.
Hello.
He gonna be
King
pumped
Leo
about this
vibe
shirt.
with the hairdo, with the arm, solid to G. Look, we in here today. You got 15 minutes. Hello, faith and success, man. Keep it up. I love that, man. That's good.
Hello.
Vibes. Thank you for the shirt.
Right?
Thank you.
Oh,
Appreciate
Thank you.
So I have new stuff. This is the existing stuff that was that I had here in Inglewood, but I do have like a whole bunch of new gear that I would love for you guys to have to rock.
thank
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, we'll
once
wear it
I
on the
get
show.
back. The
Yeah.
line again is called Filthy Tees.
Yes, your
Filthy
website,
Tees. Yep, I
Filthy
still
Tees.
have
I
the
was
card.
on there.
Yep.
So I make slogan shirts for cheated on women, cheated on wives and girlfriends around the world. And these are the slogans that I never got to say to him.
Nice. So that is the
yeah.
angle.
Yes. I love it. Well,
Yeah, I do. I have the your bio from your website.
I have so many things I want to say. That's
POTUS,
awesome.
if you could get that up when you can.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, I did check out their website. So I was wondering too. I'm like, these are so all your slogans are like so like on point. Like you think something like it's kind of like an overdone genre, or like why would mine stand out over anything? But it's like it seems so organic that I knew like, okay, this has to be like from her soul. Like, this is stuff she wrote out of her sleep and was
So I had the existing the name of the company, but didn't really have direction. So I had Filthy Tees and Inspired Tees, and Faith is from the Inspired Tees line. So I printed that when I found out the husband was cheating, and I felt I didn't have anything left but faith. And that shirt carried me over, took care of me, was able to move me into a new house.
Wow.
But I wanted to focus on Filthy Tees. I wanted to focus on, this is what I wanted to say. This is what I wanted to say to you. This is what I wanted to say to that bitch. This is what I wanted to say. So I printed it. One shirt became another shirt, became another shirt. So now since we have the t-shirt truck, what's funny is women that come up to the truck and order, hey, Sundance, let me get some, yeah, bitch, fuck you. Let me get some, your bald-headed ass. They they run it down exactly what they want, and it's
one for everybody, for every phase of
it
anger.
It gives you a unique experience, with your clientele. It's like,
and I
it's
do
organic.
print for women, but my my goal and my demo is for every woman that's been cheated on. And I don't want men to think, oh, she's bitter, and that's not the case.
Which is like probably most of us low key, but I hate to say that, but I feel like
every
most
woman
women have
has
been through
said
something.
right. Every woman has said every slogan.
Right.
I don't care what your nationality is.
You've heard
every woman has said
It's
it.
universal.
Right.
Yeah. But we all think the same shit when we get cheated on.
Sorry,
I mean,
Jabari.
the men have been through it too. I think the thing is like a lot of men don't vocalize that pain that they go through, and hence why we don't have slogans on shirts for us. You know what I mean?
That's because y'all still don't want to express yourself.
Because sometimes they too broken
You
and
don't
bitter
even
and
wanna
just
wear
don't
it on
really.
the shirt.
I feel like a lot of men are battered to the point that we don't know how to really necessarily vocalize it, because if we do, we're looked or we're frowned upon to a degree. Like we're looked at like as a, oh, he's a weak motherfucker. You know what I mean? A lot of people say, oh, he's weak because he has all these different emotions that he needs to express.
They be like, go be a songwriter.
With this, I like this because what it does is, like, for example, I work with the youth. I work with foster youth in particular. And a lot of shit that I hear that they say that they go through their community, if there is a community about that, whatever the case may be, I would love, and I look for inspiration as such as to where I could put the shit that they say on a t-shirt. I'm here. I might be going through this, but I overcome the struggle. Things of that nature.
Yeah.
And hearing what you're talking about right now gives me that motivation, inspiration. Thank you.
I just
Appreciate
took
that.
my pain and
Turned it into art.
Yeah, I made a profit out of it.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's weird how the line is blowing up. It's weird that when I go in the back office and see the addresses and the city and states that the shirts are being shipped to, I'm like, who the hell? I don't know nobody in Canada. Who is buying shirts in Burbank? Who is rocking with me in DC?
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
It's all over.
Wow.
It's all over.
That's really
all
cool.
over. Yeah.
That's what you want, though. You want to reach the masses. You want to reach the people that you never thought would know or think. You know, that's what's up.
But I still have a couple clean shirts for the people that don't want to get cussed out in the grocery store. Like the shirts, like the fade. Your mama like it, your daddy like it. She from out west. She in Chicago. Chicago is so broke up in different sections. Like you guys have different cities. We have sections. She from out west. She from out south. She's from the low end. She from K-Town. And they work, and by me being from the west side and just paying my dues out west.
To home.
It goes both ways. That's perfect.
Talk to me.
For sure.
Yeah, that is. That's awesome. So tell us a little bit more about the t-shirt truck itself. Like, so
how did that work?
How did that get started? What all do you offer? Like, you can pull up on everybody,
and make shirts on the truck, or just
on site.
Yeah,
though.
she makes them on site. That's why I was like,
wait, what?
You got to be at the parties.
That's a luxury.
I'm like,
luxury.
So I started printing 7 years ago, and I had this idea: how cool would it be to make shirts on a food style truck? So I held on to the idea. I held on to like a little bitty notebook, and I just wrote down how I would freak it. But in the middle of school, in the middle of life, the husband started cheating, and he was forcing me out of the marital home. But I still had this vision, one day I'm going to get this truck. And when life happened, I had to figure out where I'm going to go, what I'm going to do, my job, everything got put on hold. And once I got to the new place and I met this angel, we worked some things out. We got the truck, and the fabrication came. And it was hard because every black contractor stood me up.
Wow.
Nobody wanted to work on the truck. The only person that was willing is the young lady that did my back wall. She was the only black that did my back wall. Everybody else was like Mexicans, Hispanics that did my truck. Got the wrap done, the fabrication done, and I still offer my DJ service in the truck. So got some sounds out of it.
T-shirt.
She understand what to do right there.
Right.
She
knows how to get it.
And she executed that shit. What a DJ
You're
t-shirt
literally
truck?
a one-stop shop. Like, that's all you need.
I just wanted the reflection of the truck to say Sundance, and everything that I do has to come out of this truck.
Yeah.
So if somebody just want to book me, like when I go back home, I have an event with Discover. I have a sponsorship with Discover.
Nice.
So I pull up, open the window, throw the speakers in, I bump sounds for
I'm excited already.
4 hours. Or I work for CPS, Chicago Public Schools, and we have an account with like 9 schools where I print for different grammar schools. So I pull up, and they give me their order, but everything has to be done back at the warehouse, like their screens, the shirts, the sizing, the neck tagging.
Yes.
That stuff has to be done. Then when I get there, print their order, and we out of there.
That's
Nice.
dope.
That's
amazing.
awesome. That's innovative. Like, I already know. And because it comes from such an organic place for you, like, I feel like it's just like, your baby is just going to like be a little birdie and fly.
I'm super personal with this truck.
Should be.
I'm gonna say this, but I know I'm not supposed to say this. But when building the back wall, the splash wall, I ripped up some Bible pages and put behind the wall. Ooh. I got Bibles underneath the steps, so you would have to step over the word to get in the truck because Chicago is still Chicago, and them niggas will run up. You know what I mean? If it got to that point. So I just said, well, the truck has to arm me at all times.
It has to be protected.
And
that's a great psychological.
That's amazing.
I keep it squared up like that.
Right.
And believe it or not, it's been some bad spirits on the truck. and they stop right at the cab.
feel
They don't come through of the body of the truck, and I know who it is.
You like,
So when they come through the cab and they want to walk through, it's just something that and I'll say, hey, come on. It just happened to me a couple weeks ago.
Wow.
Somebody was on the truck and they stopped right there at the cab. And I'm like, come on, come hang it, take some pictures with me. Oh no, it's because your ass not supposed to be on this truck.
Yep.
You're not supposed to be on it.
wow.
So the truck, I got it prayed
That's
over. I
amazing.
prayed over,
Yeah.
and I absolutely loved that truck. We got the truck. I cried in that truck. I slept in that truck. It is every fiber of Sundance.
Yes.
There we go.
I'm like, I
There we
believe
go.
in you. I'm like, you're going to have T-shirt trucks all over. Right?
So I asked Eric, I'm like, Eric, you think the T-shirt truck can work in LA?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, you can, but we're going to have to put it, we're going to have to
LA.
wrap it in Bible
Absolutely.
pages.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wrap it in full Bible pages because they acting a fucking fool out here. So for
But that's
sure.
everywhere.
Yeah,
I
that's
can
true.
stand next to the truck and get you at least about, a good
Look,
little 50
he
to
just
100
got to
people.
put on the smaller side. He'll be like,
I mean, I got some events that truck would be good at.
Baby, come on, let me
Yeah.
get this shirt. I know you're going through something. Come here, let me talk to you. Hello.
I'm thinking about
something
it
for you.
because
My name is
I'm
Dr.
out here
Perry J.
monthly. I am thinking about it. We'll see. We'll see.
Like food truck events, I could like first Mondays. She could be
But
out
but the
there.
thing of it is, I don't pay what they pay because I'm not food.
Because you're not food.
But the truck is still big.
Yeah.
It's an 18-foot
Yeah.
long truck.
Oh,
It's
shit.
dope. And I'm only 5'1", and I hooked that
You're
bitch.
like boop.
Now in the beginning, it was tire marks all over the street. I was running over everything, but
What you
eventually
talking about?
I learned how to
Yeah,
drive it, and
yeah.
even how to drive in some snow. Not a lot.
See,
I swear.
we can't.
I'll-
It rain out. It's sprinkled, and everybody starts
No,
tripping out
that
here.
Chicago cold snow
Yeah.
shit.
It's still cold now.
Nah, I'm good. No, I went out there for my little brother's graduation from the Navy.
Okay.
And we stayed off of Lake Zion or something, somewhere. The hotel, I don't know. It was the spot. I have uncles, and I have an uncle and two aunts that live in Chicago. We're born and raised, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we used to go up there, party up there after whatever." And I'm like, all I know is it's -7, and I don't want to come back.
And you know what? I had the truck
-7?
out.
-7.
I've
My
had the truck
hair
out.
was frozen.
It was like 12, 10. Yeah, so I triple layer, or I
What?
put on 3 layers because the window is so big. It's a 6-foot window. And doing that,
air.
doing that,
Wind
the
chill.
shirts has to be prepackaged because it'll knock off my conveyor belt, the heat from the conveyor belt, which means the shirts can't
They'll
cure.
throw off. The whole science.
So
of everything.
right, so they have to be prepared before I get there and load.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's
Woo,
wild. But
and
that's
you do
amazing.
all that?
Yeah.
You be out there
You a
by yourself?
hard-working
Or-
woman.
No, my daughter works the truck with me. I have a daughter.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
She's a
Nice.
33-year-old.
Wow, that's
My
what's
baby.
up.
What's up, man?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
That is, I thought you was gonna be like, nah, she don't help. You know how
No,
most
no,
kids
my-
be like,
no,
nah,
my
they
baby
be out the
hold
house.
it down.
Yes,
My
good
baby-
job.
As she should, man.
Right.
You know,
My-
But you
my
know,
daughter's
punk ass
on
kids
it.
don't be want to do shit.
Oh no,
you know?
not Miss Ashley.
I'm like, that's
Yeah.
what's up.
Yeah,
That's
it's-
lovely.
When I drive up, I lock the truck down and prepare. Mm-hmm. And then once I get out the truck and open up the window, they swarm me.
Wow.
They swarm me. Because not only do I sell the shirts and the hoodies, I still sell Dove.
Uh-huh.
Because Dove is what I sold to help fabricate the truck. I needed extra money. So I sold it out the trunk of my Honda, and it was good to me, so I said I'm not going to stop selling Dove. So I'm the ultimate hustler.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the pictures right
Yes.
there. That's
Thank you.
lit.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
so dope. So
Oh,
we
see,
have
there we
the
go.
Oh
That's
yeah, we
her,
have the blurb
bio.
up there. So we got the t-shirt truck, and then I want to know about DJing. So I read that
Okay.
you were the first female urban DJ in Chicago. So
On Chicago radio.
Chicago radio, yes. So what was that like being in obviously a male-dominated situation? You know what I mean? Like, how was it hard? Did you feel like it was?
It was hard because at the time my my program director at the time didn't believe in it. Because he was old school. He felt like female DJs should not and don't exist. If they do, they exist in LA or New York, not Chicago.
Wow.
So, and the crazy part, he's in
to the city.
where is he? He's in the Bay now.
Uh-huh.
And it took him to see me DJing and out and about. And when he walked up to me, he was like, "Sundance, all this equipment yours?" Yeah.
Yeah, excuse me.
You know, I'm DJing a party, manipulating mic control.
Yeah, everything.
And he bought it. He was like, "Hey, you know, give me a mix CD." And from that moment, it came from mixing holidays, special events, and stuff like that. And then after he exited and the new program director came in, the new program director, which is my boss still today, he got it. He understood it. He was like, "Sundance, you want to mix on V?" Hell yeah. So, yeah, it's a part of my job.
Wow.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Right, for all the Los Angeles people, that's V103, 1027 in Chicago.
Yeah.
Right.
So y'all make sure y'all go check that out. And so her website is Filthy Tease, but TEASE, not tease. So maybe
Oh,
y'all
like
go
to
check that
tease
out.
someone.
Yes, tease, exactly.
Yes, to
Exactly.
tease. Okay.
But it's, double entendre.
Right.
Not for her.
I appreciate you guys' energy. Good energy.
Well, thank you.
I'm telling you, I've been waiting. I'm like, is she gonna come out here? He's like, she comes out here.
I'm
We'll
coming.
see.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I'm
She coming. We're gonna get her on, man.
yes, because
Appreciate
I probably
you.
wear I have the Cho ball head ass shirt, and I wore it the other time on here, and I was like, we got to get her in here.
No, if you guys have a moment, just go to the website. Let me know what you want, and I'll ship it when I get back. I get back home Monday night.
Okay, cool.
Say
Thank you.
less.
Yeah, so you already know we're going to be repping the gear out here.
Right.
Yeah.
So should we...
I definitely have fans of my shirt, so I already
Oh,
know
yeah.
that this
For
one's
sure.
gonna get love too.
Oh, yeah. Mine is big enough that mine's going to look really cute with a belt. I just need to find the right belt, and it's going to be like a mini dress.
And cut your neck.
Oh, yeah.
Because you got sexy shoulders.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, you have sexy shoulders.
Thanks. Now I'm really going to go, whoop.
Right?
Because, that's already my stilo, is to cut my shirt. So I'm like, the fact that you said it, I'm like, see, it's already, I already
I'm
thought
talking
about
about.
it. I have the
you're reading her
whole
energy.
plan in my mind. I'm just waiting to find the right belt. And once I find the right belt, it's over.
It's gonna blend with the
Oh
shirt.
my God, and I'm gonna be up here like,
gonna be like,
you got
all right.
15 minutes, bitches? Because I'm out here in my shirt. Watch.
Right. Come on, now. I know what time it is, man.
Like,
But yeah.
hello. I
Okay.
want you to tell us more about your musical career and when you were an artist.
Okay.
Because you got some milestones in that too. But,
Well, actually, I was rapping at Morningside.
You humble though, so.
It was just a thing, back then, small with a nice, strong voice. And I carried it out, met the right people in Chicago, some, some legends. I got in the right circle kind of early, did the record. It did well, very well out the gate. And I wanted to do some more things, but I wanted to do it on my term. But when you're that young, people make decisions for you. And then when the contract, the contractual agreement was over, it was time to live. It was time, okay, what am I going to do with this new baby? And that's when I got into hair. So I always wanted to get back into it, but I have to do it on my terms.
Yeah. Yeah.
And at 50, now I'm like, my way
the highway.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
Get in
I
my
found
truck and hit this highway.
I found a throwback picture of you. POTUS, can you
Oh my God.
show the picture?
You did some homework, little mama.
We did. We was in there like, oh, yeah.
That, right,
There we
that
go. Boom, bow. Wait a minute. Yeah.
Talk to him.
We did it.
Talk to him.
So the guy that's holding the fist, that is Fast Steady. That is who who I had my record with. The guy with the sunglasses on his head, that's Tyree Cooper. He now lives in Vegas. Julian Perez, he's a legend in Chicago. K. Alexi, legend.
Yeah.
And the guy at the bottom is Cool Rock Steady. At that time, he was the 50 Cent version of what that attitude.
era.
Yeah, but he passed
okay.
away in 95.
Oh,
Man.
Yeah. So, we
She was out here being
Damn.
Right?
middle.
Do you have the other
That's like
photo
Y'all
of
gotta
POTUS?
Let me turn that around.
Y'all
Man.
didn't tell
Thank
me
you for that,
this.
man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, see?
Bam.
There
Right.
we
And
go.
I was like, when you said you did
couldn't
hair
tell
too,
me
I was like,
shit.
she was throwback and the hair was popping.
I was 15.
Right. Where
She got
yeah,
the
I was
rope
gonna
chain.
say what
What's
was
happening
Sundance-
with this look?
what was
Tell
she
us.
had going on back then? Because I needed to know. I was like, I need to know what was she at
That
in this
was
moment?
the salt and pepper bob. That was
Oh no,
me
you
at
was
the
popping.
time.
You was giving it all. I
That
knew
was-
exactly what you
right.
were going for. I was like,
believe it or not,
ooh.
I was pregnant at that time.
Really?
I was pregnant, and Eddie had to. He was taking pictures for his album, and because I did Get Up with him, Sundance, go get something, and it was just that simple. And I put on his shirt. So that
you were
wasn't
pregnant.
because I was pregnant. And I didn't want to look pregnant. His chain, and I had some earrings on, and I was like, "Let's do it."
And the
do
hair
it.
was already popping.
Hair was already
so
popping.
you was like,
A1
let's
though,
do it.
yeah.
Right. I was like,
Amazing.
she
Wow.
was fly. You fly. You still fly. So
Oh,
I already know. Like you said, you couldn't tell me nothing. I know.
Right, I could
You
tell.
look like but I
I was
seen
so
that. And then when they
quiet,
said you did hair
back
too,
then. I wasn't the firecracker I am now.
that's always the
You know,
ones,
when you get a hold to some Chicago streets, get a hold to you,
Well,
put some
then,
pep in your ass. But I was kind of quiet,
Yeah.
passive, going through life, still dealing with my mom not being right, my grandmother, being bogus as hell, not knowing what I wanted to do, and really I wanted to go to school. I wanted to go to college.
Okay.
And music was in my face, so I just kind of ran with
Yeah. So it just
Okay,
became
okay.
your outlet, kind of.
it. Music, hair.
Yeah, just all
Yeah.
all your
So I
extracurriculars.
pour everything into what I have. So when the divorce came about, I just poured into that.
Yeah, well, that's good. I just love that everything is such, like, it comes from such an organic place for you. And because when people are genuine about something, like, I feel like it's really,
Have way more success.
you can't, you
The
can't-
universe will
you
always
cannot
come back,
succeed.
Have
you
way
know?
more
Exactly.
success.
And it's like you were saying, like, I feel like your energy, I feel it. Like, I just know that you're going to have t-shirt trucks everywhere. I'm like,
Right.
Let's go,
we
man.
I'm like,
in the studio.
that
We said
t-shirt truck would be
And
so lit
it's
out
funny
here.
that you say that because I've been asking and saying, should I Atlanta? Should I
Hell yeah.
LA?
Yes, you should.
Hell yeah.
Should I
You
St.
should.
Louis?
Isn't that, aren't those the cities that's like connected with hair? Like I know Atlanta,
Uh-huh,
like it's kind of
Atlanta.
big with the hair thing going on, right? Yeah, so you
Yeah.
know.
And
Hair's
then,
big
like I said,
everywhere now.
Brad is a very
Yeah,
good friend
for
of
ATL.
mine. She rocks with me. I print for her, so
Nice.
it kind of makes sense.
So,
It's time, It's time.
It's go time, man. It's go time.
yeah.
time.
I'm like, I got
Let's
some
go
family
time.
out there. I have family in Chicago too, but I've never been. And 'cause-
cold.
Ditto.
Right.
Go in May when it
it's
comes.
not cold.
It's,
Yeah.
like it's still cold now. When I flew in, I still had a coat on. It's still cold. We have the longest winters. Other
I
than
didn't even
Alaska.
really know what like a coat meant
Until
until I was an adult. And then I was like, oh, people need these?
No,
like,
I didn't
is
know
that cold?
until I went to Chicago what a coat was
Yeah,
because
and how
I
you
realized
need it.
I needed multiple layers and I was wearing this big ass leather coat from 1985 and I was like, great if I didn't have this. But I was trying to go with a little jacket. My mama was like, nah, you're gonna freeze. And then we're walking across that base. Our lip gloss froze.
Yep.
Ooh.
I didn't have
Damn.
locks.
See,
I
I
swear to
got-
God,
Frozen
my
lip
mom
gloss?
started freaking out because her mouth started freezing and she had never experienced that. And we briskly walking through this base and she like, my lips, I can't breathe. I feel like my spit is
eyelashes,
frozen. Everything.
everything
The
of
conditioner
freeze.
in my hair, it was like, everything
Yeah.
crinkled.
They say,
Ooh.
It
blow
was
dry your
scary.
hair in.
That
No,
is-
it was like,
yeah,
yo,
that's
it was
nerve-wracking.
-7.
Listen,
I can't. I
Like-
never.
That's nerve-wracking.
appreciate what you guys have
Man.
in
Look,
LA.
She from
Appreciate
out
it.
west.
Appreciate it. 'Cause,
I
you know,
cannot.
I tell Eric all the time, man, y'all got it so good.
I
I don't
appreciate it
even
now.
know any better. I'm so ignorant.
We complain
See,
about the
no.
sun. Well, I complain about the sun, man. I
Please
was,
stop.
I'm
It was
not-
hot
I
today, and
don't.
it ain't even summer. I'm like, what?
No,
I need it. I need all
I
that.
never complain about the heat.
Me neither.
I don't care. Now that
You
I
can do that.
now that I've been to Chicago, I promise. And this is not just because you're here. I say this
We have-
all the time.
Long
Yeah.
winters, it's gray every day. It's gloomy. It's super
Yeah.
foggy. You know, it gets dark early. 3:30, 4 o'clock, it's pitch black.
Sound like my kind of weather right there.
Yeah.
Hello.
3:34.
That
I'd be
sound
like,
my kind of weather right there. I like that.
I'd
That's
be
chill.
scared.
Well, come on, bring your ass back,
You know what I'm
Bar.
saying? I feel like that. That's a moment where you can really sit down, your brain open up, and you can.
Your
get
brain is
real,
frozen.
Like, you know.
Your
Shit.
brain be
Well,
frozen.
if my brain frozen, y'all better dedicate
Your
this
brain
shit
be
to something.
frozen.
10 years from now.
You
Well,
open the
years
car
from now,
and be
we'll
mad
bring
as
you in a
fuck.
jar.
Like, God damn, why do I have to get gas?
But see, I like the cold though. I never experienced East Coast cold, but one time when I was
So
younger,
then you wouldn't
That's
say that.
Midwest
You
cold.
should-
That's
you
off
should
the
come.
lake.
I got to.
I invite all of you to come and come.
Yes.
I got
Yeah.
people in the Shaw I need to visit too. They you know they're part of my bloodline too, and I just never really been out there.
See?
So
And
it's
the
a
closer
place.
you get to downtown Chicago, it's worse because you got the lake effect snow.
That's where we
it's
were.
colder by the water.
Yes, that was our problem.
It's off the chain.
We were off a lake,
It's
and it was lit.
It'll make you move faster to the car.
No, I saw a girl. This little tiny little Asian girl was wearing a silk dress and some heels outside the base, like about to get in the car, and I was like, my eyeballs are frozen.
She had
and
to be
you
used to
are
that shit.
outside.
Yeah,
That's
once you get used to it, you're used to it. But just because I'm used to it, that doesn't mean I like it.
yeah, exactly,
Right,
exactly.
right.
But
One of my homies just went to Chicago. Man, he went out there for the Bulls game and shit, and then he was talking about how like, bruh, I'm like, it wasn't like that. He's like, this shit is cold as shit. My lips were burning. I'm
Yeah,
like, why, man? We need to go visit. He's like, nah, fuck that. We going to have to go like toward the summer or something. I'm like, okay.
I heard that the snow and the cold though is better than the rain, because the rain is more wet. Snow is just more cold.
What rain that you know is not wet.
That's just what I always hear.
That's our
The
that's
snow
what
is
Angelino.
worse.
See, okay.
The snow is worse.
It turns into ice,
Snow
huh?
is
What rain
hell.
do you know is not wet?
Ice. It's just the wind chill factor.
The wind chill is for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably what got a hold to you.
That's really what did. My mom was calling it chuck some kind of hawk. I was like, Mom, what are you talking about?
Skyhawk.
Yes, there you go. And I was like, what are you talking about? She was like, that motherfucking wind. And I was like,
That's
okay. So
You're like, what the hell is that?
and she was talking big shit, like she was gonna be in that thing. She was ready, and we 10 minutes into the base, and she's like, "Y'all, I can't. My face is frozen." I was like, "Well, you the one."
But you know the irony with Chicago, it doesn't matter how cold it is, we still will come out and party.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It doesn't.
See?
We don't care. It could be like -5.
LA, a
The
little
only
bit of
thing
rain.
is -10.
You too bougie
That's
for
like
that.
10 underneath.
Yeah, -7.
Other than that, we not.
Right.
can't
See,
rock
LA,
it.
a little bit of rain, and we change our whole plans. We'd be like, "Oh, I ain't going nowhere. I'm sitting in the house watching Instagram."
If the ground's wet when I come outside, I'm like, oh.
And the
no,
cold
no,
part
no.
is like when I was a kid, I loved coming outside in the rain.
No,
I
never.
I did.
I hated
I
it.
was the one who wanted
No.
to play in the
Bad
water.
little
No,
kids.
I play in the water in the
And-
summer when you're supposed to on the slip slide,
Yeah.
not in the cold.
But see, we need to do better.
risky.
But I was
City
also the kid that would
of
stand
Los
under the
Angeles.
fucking water thing that would come off the roof at school.
You guys should come and visit me.
Yeah.
We will. Oh, we will.
Yeah.
If we can get y'all off of work at the same time
We
and
can
get
make it happen,
everybody
man. We can put
there,
something
I'm
together.
down.
It should be a tour.
Ha! Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Because I didn't even
Yeah.
get to
Let's do that.
experience the city when I was there. I just went to the base. My brother did his thing, and then we came back home. So I didn't even feel like
quick turnaround
Yeah, it
trip,
wasn't.
huh?
It was like a turnaround. I didn't even get to
And it
see
was
anything.
cold. You're
I
like, I don't
flew
know.
over downtown. That was the most view I got. And then I went to Garrett's, but I don't know which one I went to because I was like, I gotta get this popcorn. I'm here.
Probably downtown, the main one, or the other one on 87.
It was little.
All of
They're
them
all
are
little. Okay, then I don't know, but it was. I don't even remember what it was near, but it was. That's the only thing I did. And I thought that was
Did you eat the
touristy.
popcorn?
Hell yeah,
Was it good?
it was amazing. It was the best popcorn ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was dead, and I
guys
brought some
never
home.
had,
No, so what is it? It's like a popular.
It's caramel corn, cheese corn, all that type of corn.
And what
Different
type of
flavored
corn? Or is it like
corns.
different
It's
flavors?
just
that-
Popcorn.
cheddar, cheese, and caramel mix.
So it's like known.
that shit
Yeah.
It's the Chicago
It's-
blend.
Really?
Yeah.
It's fire.
So sweet and cheesy put together.
Yes.
That's some different
Hold
shit right there.
on.
And that's next level. Hold on.
See,
hold
she
on.
doesn't
I'm gonna
do-
have to order y'all.
She
some.
doesn't do
I don't
salty
like-
and
I don't
savory.
like sweet and
so just get them
savory.
separate.
I could do that.
Yeah, just
Wait,
get
cheese is
the.
savory to you?
Cheese is savory. It's not sweet.
She would like it.
So that's what savory means all the time.
But she don't even like her pancake or like sweet stuff on the same plate as
Savory.
She's
is
real
anything
funny.
That's
She's
not
She might
sweet.
like it.
But I think she'll like it separate.
I thought savory,
I
savory
like
meant slippery. My bad.
He just
We ain't
found out what savory meant.
You learn shit every week.
salty,
on the
savory.
podcast. That's why y'all
Right.
need to tune
You
in
got
and call in all the
15
time.
minutes.
You learn on You Got 15 Minutes.
Lord
Yes.
have mercy. Well, let's get in. Let's while we still have time.
Before we do that, let me ask you one question. Do you have like a location where you DJ primarily out of Chicago? A lot of people on my live was asking, wanting to know.
They missed the radio station.
Radio or DJing?
Which one?
I guess like DJing, like for like, I guess an
So
event or something like that.
I've
you know?
done so many places where I had a residency. I think that's what you're asking.
Bingo. That's what I'm asking.
So
yes.
no to that.
Okay.
I've done that over the years, and you can get burnt out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Same people, same flow.
Yeah.
I choose to kind of rock with the more corporate parties. It's more money.
That's good. That's good. For sure. For sure.
It's more money.
So y'all got that response. Y'all
It's
know
more
where
Hello.
tap into the website.
Get the
Make sure y'all, you feel me? Yeah.
Right.
Tap
Right, we gotta.
All right.
I'll make sure we repost the website too.
Yeah.
It's filthy, regular spell filthy, TEASE.com. Go check it out. And you have the Instagram for the t-shirt truck is at the t-shirt truck. So go check that out. The t-shirt truck.
Thank you.
T-shirt truck.
Okay,
Thank
well,
you for everything.
No, thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Because
you.
I remember, because you guys, if you don't know, she called in on one of our previous shows as well. So
Yes,
we've been
indeed.
anticipating trying to get her into the studio, and she's here.
You just want me to cut somebody out. It's all in your face.
I'm just
boo.
trying to motivate you for some new
Okay.
shirts.
I'm gonna send them to you.
She from
I
out
No,
west.
to get you some new slogans. You start
Okay.
putting
Right.
people out, then you get some.
Some more.
But you know, that is how I channel my anger, or I
It's your
listen
expression.
to, because my daughter, I think maybe you guys' age, she's 33. So I listen to when she's mad. I listen to how her and her friends interact about
Yeah.
men and their slang and the Chicago slang, and I listen to that, and I listen for slogans. Or it just depends.
I love it.
Yeah.
Find your
So
motivation
it's
from
like
external factors.
it depends on what I'm listening to. It'll come right to me, but it can't be forced.
Oh yeah, I love it. But I
Because
could
if
tell
it's
this
forced,
was
it
like
won't make no money.
it's organic.
It is-
Because
yeah.
I was like, I'd like to talk my shit. So I was like, she's speaking to my soul. I was like, oh my
Right.
God. And now it makes sense. You're like, oh, I make t-shirts for people that have been cheated on.
So how
Yeah,
did
thanks.
how did said cheater feel that you made a whole line based off of the fact that he ain't shit?
Well, legally, we couldn't talk. That's how bad the breakup was.
Got it.
Legally, we couldn't talk. Once I exit the house, it was no. I've never talked to him again.
Wow. So
Wow.
okay, even better.
Never.
I mean, that's a nice cold turkey clean break. You
Yeah.
don't usually get that. That's
Yeah.
but I'm sure that's still
Those are
like
some of the toughest
it's
breakups.
still that's still hurtful.
shit
too.
wasn't tough.
That shit some of the hurtful
Nah,
breakups. I went through
What
one
cold
like
turkey?
that. To walk in your crib and then everything looked different. Like, wait a minute, I did some different shit with the shit this morning. Why I look like this empty now? Whoa, what?
Well, he did some different shit with a different woman.
I'm talking about my experience.
Oh, okay, I'm
man.
sorry.
Yeah.
What experience?
So, with that being said,
He
I'm about to
hurt
go
you.
off.
What are you
I
talking about?
came home and it was empty. It wasn't the same vibe. I had to create a whole new aura from my place.
Who
I'm
hurt
sorry.
you, King?
So I understand.
Who hurt you, King?
Who we gotta roll up on?
King didn't get hurt like that. It was just hurtful that it happened in that way, you know.
He said like
But
that.
this is one of the situations where I'm just relating to the whole like however it got there. You got to the point where it was a whole different change, right?
It was massive. It was actually how it got out. The girl put it out. The girl put intimate pictures on
Crazy.
social media.
Come on.
And me being popular in Chicago,
You got tagged.
I got
People sending it to
28
you.
text messages sent to,
Oh my
to me
God.
from different people. Like, Sundance, ain't this your husband? Sundance, ain't this dude? Sundance, who the fuck is this girl? And it just
Yo,
instantly,
right.
it,
Oh my
I
God.
was throwing up
Yeah,
because I had invested
Yeah.
18 years. So it was massive. So the dagger hurt more because I'm popular.
Right.
So it had to hurt me and embarrass me and break me down. So I'm in the house trying to figure out where I'm going to go, what I'm going to do with all of this shit, you know, with the DJ stuff, the equipment, the print, the equipment, 40,000 records. I had a massive record collection, stuff from my grandfather, and just
wow, that's amazing.
Just stuff.
Yeah.
18 years worth of stuff, jeans, you know, clothes, all that stuff.
Man.
So it hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Well,
hurt.
I'm just so happy to see you. You know, your energy is good. I'm happy to see you succeed and just continue to be successful. Now, you didn't let that like get you down, because some people that can break them.
That shit did break me, and I'm not even gonna bullshit
But you
It
came
broke
back
me,
up, you
and
know?
it did. It broke me. It put me exactly where I needed to be. I needed to go through that. Because I was so soaring, like, okay, I'm gonna finish school. I'm a DJ. I'm Sundance. I got the city. They love me. And I didn't see that coming. I didn't, because I'm trying to be good wife.
Yeah, you're tunnel vision.
But I'm like, damn, if
path.
it was like that, you know how many
you
celebrities
like,
I done ran across, nigga, and I'm straight with you.
You like,
But I needed that.
Yes.
And I'm not going to say thank you for it, but I need it.
Yeah, definitely.
Because
sometimes
I'm in a different...
blessings come in disguise. And,
I'm in a different space, head space, you know. I'm good now. And I'm in good hands now.
I would like to look at that as a situation, because like I work with students, I don't know if you know, but I work with the foster youth. I have an impact in their lives and the development of what they got going on in the future. I work with the Compton Unified School District. And that type of situation, even though it's the situation, it's your situation, but sharing that or hearing about it, whatever the case, it provides inspiration. So whoever's watching, whoever tuned in, you just inspired somebody. 100%.
Definitely.
You most definitely did that shit. It inspired me.
I'm like, you've inspired me, right? I'm like,
because a lot of times I don't know about, like, my generation, we hit differently with shit than, you know, y'all been hit with. You know what I'm saying? And we take it a little different way. Sometimes our emotions is too evolved, or we're not using enough of our logic, or whatever the case may be. But when you hear about these stories and how people can overcome and still connect to the shit that they wanted to do and still be in the limelight of what they want to do, and stay with the process and keep that focus, it does something. Because why? I've been hit with shit personally where I feel like, man, fuck that, I don't feel like doing that shit right now. I'm too busy in my feelings and my emotions about it. But you need things like this to be put out there for those to hear, to realize you still got a chance. It's just a choice. Do you want to say fuck all this because of this little problem that happened in your life, or do you want to just use it as motivation to really get that real energy up on the inside? Have your faith.
Have faith.
Get the cracking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's I thought a lot about my age. I thought a lot about who I am in the city. It was so embarrassing that he did that. And you don't think about who's looking at you. Yeah. You're just trying to get out of this dark place. Yeah. Because for a minute I was like, man,
that you feel like everybody's looking at you, you know, in moments like that, in your mind, you're like, everybody knows.
I lost weight. Exactly.
Everybody knows.
I lost so much weight where you just saw cheekbones. You know, I wasn't eating, and my daughter every day, Mama, you all right? Mama, I'm coming over there. Mama, I'm gonna come over there and comb your hair. Did you pay your bills? Like, I literally was going into iHeart on just on automatic.
Yeah, like
just
you just
going to work, don't even turn on the radio, and just go to work, do a job. Yeah.
And that ain't what you are. You got too much life to be a robot.
But for something like that to happen,
you
know, you don't. I've heard for years women in my seat, you know, that nigga did this, and I'm like, damn, I don't know, you know what I would do. In my head, the movies
you finna Angela Bassett that ass
right?
In
You
the
feel like
movie. Yeah,
that's what you want to do, but. Damn, do I really want to mess up my entire life?
Right.
With my daughter and 3 grandkids? Do I really want to lose?
You work.
But that type of pain makes you say, fuck it. I'm going to get with you. You know, but.
Well, see, you took some positive risks after that. You took some positive fuck yous, and now you got your baby,
I like that.
your t-shirt truck, and all your endeavors. Because I know he's like, oh, Sundance out there popping again. Look at that. Right. He see a flyer or something, and he like, oh, because everybody still knows who you are. Yeah. Who is he? And he a nobody now.
Seeing that type
a clown
shit,
now.
Yeah.
As a man seeing that type of shit, you be like, fuck, wow,
Right.
you know.
And she popping, she on the radio, she got the fucking truck. He like,
I want to turn me in with her so bad.
God damn.
Like, you know,
Right, and then
Right.
somebody gonna be like, "Oh, I'm trying to book the T-shirt truck." He gonna be like,
That's why, you know.
But I had some praying friends. The circle got tighter after that because,
"Of course,
you know, with adults our age, some people pick sides.
Yep.
And you see certain things after it play out. So the circle got a little smaller. But every day, you know, my daughter,
yeah,
every day. And believe it or not, every day your dad, you know, never left my side as a friend.
Shout out to
Always called to see, Erica, you all right? You okay in Chicago? Did you eat? You know, you okay? And just had those handful of friends that
tribe.
that got me
That
right.
is
Yep.
amazing."
That's
So
right.
if you know somebody that's going through that,
Yeah.
and one of my homegirls, when this happened to me, it was, damn, Sundance, but you gonna be all right, Joe? You Sundance? She
You
couldn't
don't
hear
care about
it.
none of that.
But you know what? She's going through it now. And she lost everything. And now I have to give her the same nurturing that they gave me.
That's that paying it forward energy right there. That's what's
Right,
up,
exactly.
man. That's always going to happen. And that's the beautiful thing about life. You need good, supportive people in your life who, you know what I'm saying, bring a spark out of you to go ahead and get back to your rifle too, man. Shout out to my co-host. Hello. Yes.
To me and her.
Yeah. Shout out to Sundance too. Thank
Yeah,
you.
shout out to
too,
Sundance
man.
and Pops.
Appreciate
for
that
connecting
for sure.
us.
Yes.
Shout out to Pops too, man. And the T-shirt truck and all the above.
Oh, thank
Right.
you.
I know.
The T-shirt truck really like struck me because I don't talk about it on here, but like I have a clothing line that I started a long time ago, and we're trying to get it back off the ground. And I used to make my shirts by hand, like in my kitchen, printing them, ironing on the tags, like so many things. So when you said like a truck, my brain just was like, get your ass up. Like,
You're
you know what I mean? Like, you didn't even,
inspiration.
I was sitting here, I like tuned out for 2 seconds between like here and there, just thinking, I'd look at this shirt and be like, because we just, so many things, the universe just comes at you. You know what I mean?
The universe
And
is speaking
the
to
universe
you.
be coming at me. And I be like, but coming at me in a good way. Like, the universe be fucking with me. I be like, putting
And you
it
know
out.
why? Because it's something that's in you
Hello.
that you won't let out yet.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a
Hello.
seed that's planted in you.
Come on now.
And you won't let it manifest.
Talk that, talk
so
that.
it's gonna keep bothering you
Until
keep
you
getting
do-
that until you let it manifest.
Come on now. Talk to her, Sundance. Yeah. Yeah. All that goddamn passion over there. Come on now. Let's go, G.
That's what it means.
That's what it feels like because I asked for something very specific within maybe the last like 5 or 6 months, and I went to work the day before yesterday, and everything I asked for was kind of like, so which one do you want? And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
you know. And then this with my clothing line, like it had its peak, and then we fell back, you know, just cause life, whatever, you know, and it's got kids, other shit, not me, but you know, so so then things happen, and then it's like just little things start coming back, and it's just like I can hear the world, and so I'm really happy that you were here.
No,
and
I'm
to just
so
hear
happy.
everything, because I'm like the truck, like it just all came full circle for me, and then just like the relation to Chicago, and just like there's so much stuff. So I'm really thankful that you came today.
Told
No,
you
me
it was
too.
somebody today.
Yes.
Then I just
I
said a
have
couple minutes ago.
a Facebook group that's a spinoff of Filthy Teas. It's called Filthy Cheaters. Where I allow women to talk about how they got cheated on. And I'm in the process of trying to find really some help because some people can't get out of that.
Yeah.
Some people can't get out of that. And it's a woman that's in the group. Every post is mad anger. So my daughter watches the group, and she's like, "Ma, you need to make a post. Ma, you need to reach out." And you just never know, man. People's situation. You never know what they'll do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you have to be careful when you are handling somebody's heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave correctly. You can leave a relationship, but it's how you do the shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's how you do it.
Yeah.
Because you could actually be, I have an ex that I'm still cool with today, and it's been over 25 years. You know, because he did it right.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
he did
yeah.
it right.
It's possible, but people, you know, a lot of people aren't mature enough nowadays. I feel like, especially on the back end, it's like, well, we done now, so
people are petty. That's what it is.
That's what I'm saying.
People are
Pettiness
petty.
and ego takes over.
See, pride is like, to me, pride is like a destructive element.
Poppy feeling
finna
himself
go
in his
deep.
new T-shirt, man.
I mean, check this out. It's real talk, though. Sometimes our ego and our pride fuck us up, man. Sometimes you got to just, like, live and let go. Step out on your faith.
Now, when you say we, are you speaking for men?
I'm talking about human beings.
Okay.
Yes.
We as people.
I don't like to
as
separate
people.
the two when it comes to shit like that, because men might not have gone through it the way women going through it, but we go through it too. You get what I'm saying? So, and vice versa. So, a lot of times I look at it as like we as a human nation, let's say it like that, a human, you know, a being, a human race.
Yeah, human
Thank
race.
you, son,
Republic
Dan.
of the people.
As a human race, let's all stop and think to ourselves, man, look, it's not the end all to whatever was going on. Go ahead and step out on your faith.
You can say that. How old are you?
I'm 33.
You can say that at 33.
You can say it at 52.
You can. But tell that to a woman that's 53 with 4 grown kids, that's fully vested. They got a business. They got, you know, so much invested in that marriage and that man. Tell that to that woman.
Everything
because
is a
a lot of
process,
stuff
too.
once it's contractual, it's not that easy to get out of.
Right.
Because it's a process,
And it's
though,
messy.
you know, and I understand
Yeah,
that. I
and it's a lot of
understand that.
baggage.
It's,
too.
it's messy, you know, to come and then some other woman, you know, gets everything that you earned, or some other man, you know what I mean? Say if y'all were married and y'all got all of this, and then you go and get another woman and give her the world, but that's who worked with you. That's who fed you.
Got you, got
That's
you
the
the money.
unfair part about life, where we got to stop thinking so selfishly too, man. I'm going to say it like this because of what we on right now. Women too, but everybody, we got to stop thinking selfishly, because when you think selfishly, that's where that pride and ego can fuck up a good thing. So
you're right.
when we consider what love really is, love is about giving to the person. Love is patient, love is kind, don't boast. You ain't tripping off none of that other shit. You care about that person and they your best interest. With that being said, you know, I encourage all of the positivity that can come out of this, because y'all tuned in when you got 15 minutes. We got Sundance on here, and you gonna come back.
Yes, no,
Yes,
I was already in my head like, oh, she got to.
Because we had a whole topic we didn't even get to.
I'm sorry.
No. The conversation was that deep.
Right. It was like,
It's compelling.
Yeah.
and I still feel like I got more questions to ask you.
I
That's why I'm
definitely
like, we need
have.
another
And
hour.
I want to ask too, because you call in and I'll be like, okay, shit. All right, now we going
And you know, when I call in, I'm printing.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
printing
so you
when I
working
call,
and you
so
still
I
getting it.
put you guys up on the iPad and the speaker, and I'm bussing.
Yes.
She basically made
so
a You Got
happy.
15 Minutes shirt with the logo on there ready for us already. We
Okay,
have
no problem.
Hello.
Let's see where we going with this.
Right. You see, he had a whole plan this whole
Look,
time.
you see how he pop up?
We
As soon
gotta
as
get
he
the side
put
town to do
the,
this
soon as
too,
he
man.
put the shirt on, he just transformed.
He did.
That was a good thing, right?
Yeah. But you got to make sure you take a picture.
Yeah,
You can be her
the energy
spokes-
with y'all is
spokesman.
off
Yeah.
the chain.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so
We
much.
would love to have you back.
Yeah,
You got to come back. So I already know you be in town. So now we definitely got to make it happen.
Yes.
Okay.
for sure.
There it is.
Just wait on it, y'all. But
Right.
thank you for coming in. Thank you, Sundance, for
Yes,
joining
for
us
having
yet
me.
again.
Thank you for coming. We appreciate you.
Yes. Thank you so
Yes.
much. We appreciate you, and you will be back.
Yes, ma'am.
Again, y'all.
Yes, ma'am.
Just wait. We're gonna make sure. We're gonna drag her down here, even if we have to.
Get her out the cold.
We're gonna catfish you and say we gonna want the T-shirt truck, and it's gonna be us.
And it's really us.
Girl, the way
pull
gas
up.
prices is.
Right.
It's like, look, you could have just told me. I would have drove my car over.
Right. That's cool.
But thank you again, and thank you guys. Make sure you guys check us out every first and third Wednesday on Facebook
here.
and on follow us on
gram.
Instagram, and check us out on Morse Media on YouTube.
Yeah, till next time. You got 15 minutes. Peace out, guys.
Well.
Yee.
Flash.